let's talk about subject matter experts and developing useful, high-quality training content. If you're involved with developing or delivering training in an organization, I'm sure that, like me, you are often faced with enterprise technology goals like improve knowledge transfer, improve onboarding, reduce time to deliver, get new team members productive quickly, reduce defects and improve quality, ensure adherence to policies and procedures, and more. Often, the go-to solution to achieving these goals is more training. Focusing on a good instructional design methodology will lead us to defining the right content for our learners to meet our goals. However, to create high-quality, in-depth training content, we need information that more often than not exists in the heads of some of our most valuable and productive employees, the revered subject matter expert, or SME for short. These SME-type individuals are often not only focused on performing their own critical day-to-day work, they are regularly pulled in as troubleshooters to deal with defects or implementation issues, and as internal trainers and architects. They also participate in the sales process, either presenting to prospects, consulting with sales engineers to define solutions, and/or participating in solution work effort estimates. In other words, they're swamped, and we can always use more of them. And here's the thing, most SMEs know this. They want to help develop more SMEs to fill these roles. One of the best ways to grow and develop more of them is to get the information out of the SME's head and into training content that can be accessed at any time by learners across the enterprise. An instructional designer can drive this development and creative process and build the training content. The instructional designer needs the SME to participate in the development process from beginning to end. The SME will help with the initial definition of the training objectives, development of content, and then review and proof the training content once it is produced. But this can only happen if the instructional designer has direct access to the appropriate SME and the SME has budgeted, allocated time to work with the instructional designer. For emphasis, let's repeat that. Budgeted, allocated, time. Good training content is usually not created by finding downtime in an SME's already overpacked schedule. And let's be honest, there probably isn't any to be found. We want to give them allocated time to focus on the training development project, and we want to reinforce that their time spent developing training content is important to the enterprise. Quality engagement between the SME and the instructional designer will lead to training materials that meet our enterprise goals. A business case may be useful to demonstrate the value the completed training content can bring to the organization, and how the previously noted enterprise goals can be met. This business case might include an ROI calculation based on monetary benefits less training development cost. A simple formula like this can be useful. The ROI percentage is calculated by dividing the monetary benefits less the training cost by the training cost, and then multiplying this value by 100 to get a percentage value. Defining the appropriate monetary benefits is the trick, and that probably requires its own discussion paper. Key components of the monetary benefits might be determining the value of more team members being able to do the work of the SME. There could be value in quicker deliveries to customers because we have more experts to work on more customer projects and more internal projects. Value could be shown in quicker turnaround time for resolving defects and implementation issues. Value could be derived because the SME does not have to allocate time or as much time to training new team members. Reusable training content can free the SME from instructor-led training sessions and mentoring, thus keeping them focused on revenue-generating and/or cost-saving activities. That's just a start. Feel free to share other suggestions for business casing and ROI calculation. There are some good web articles on this topic too. In the end, If we are going to grow more SMEs, we need executive sponsors, C-level sponsors, and managers that buy into and actively support providing allocated time for SMEs to participate in the creation of training content. Our executive sponsors must constantly reinforce with project managers, team leads, and managers that training development work is just as important as any other work that the SME does. Here's the thing. I know I've been preaching to the choir. If you're involved with training development and delivery in an organization, you know this stuff. My hope is this little presentation might help convince some others of the importance of allocating time to SMEs to participate in training development. Happy to discuss and happy learning. Thanks for watching.